Happy Sunday, everyone. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to another Voices of the Arena, this time the third Voices of the Arena, hosted by KeenCon. And with me today, I have Team Railed, RMV, and Dramis, and I'm gonna pass it on to them. Guys, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Doing alright.
How was
you
your
doing, bro?
Sunday?
Slow.
You two look very excited and happy.
It's so early.
I'm good. I'm just tired.
What's the time for you, Dramis?
It's 11. It's not that early.
No. Just early for you, I guess.
That's early for me, bro. I just cracked a Pepsi.
Just got nice.
I've not had any Coke today. That's probably why I'm sad.
Ah. I wanted to ask you guys, like, how did this team up started?
I messaged this bro. I was like, we can beat everybody. Get the fuck on my team. Let's go.
That is pretty much how it went.
That's
Nice.
basically
But that's not far off how it went at all. I think I was messaging. I was
You were
trying
playing
to
with a few people.
Yeah, I was deciding who to play with.
Because obviously your teammate had left you.
Yeah, somebody that you committed to bounced on you. I don't even remember who it was.
I don't remember either.
Wasn't it? I think you were playing with FaZe.
FaZe.
Oh, FaZe.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to play with
FaZe.
you anymore, so you started playing with FaZe.
Yeah.
And then FaZe had like emergencies to take care of.
Yeah. So then I was messaging everyone like, let's see who I can play with. And then Dramis was like, let's just play and beat everyone. And I was like, that sounds pretty good.
How's that working?
Well,
Almost.
in most people.
And last weekend,
practice.
Last weekend, I'm trying to pull up the brackets. I think I found them. Yeah, last weekend you guys got what place?
Like we only lost to one team.
Yeah, you guys lost to
cheaters twice.
To cheaters twice, basically.
We've only ever
I feel
lost
like we
one
gave
team.
that away too, honestly. Definitely gave that shit away with a quad in the beginning. Was that a fucking map?
He was
the
so
first
annoyed.
one, it was wait, where is it? I don't even find it. Oh, it was both 2-1s as well.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah. But the first one, it was on ZTN, the first map, and I was stood on quad, and then Kelts just slides in and just takes it from me
with a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Just fucking gives you the gauntlet quad.
I'm like,
it was
okay,
rough.
yeah, that's cool.
The Celts experience.
Yeah, and then it just sort of snowballed from there because they had control.
Were you surprised that cheaters finally lost a KeenCon tournament?
No, not how much Rafa and Max were practicing.
Yeah, they've been playing so much. I think Celts and Sirius might have practiced less than me and Dramis.
I think like Rafa and Max have probably practiced more than every single team combined.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
didn't even scram. I think we played 3 maps. There's
we
way
played
to practice less than us.
That's true.
And speaking of practice, like given that RMV usually has a pretty busy schedule, and Dramis, you live on the other side of the pond, how is practice going for you guys?
We don't. Like we have not scrimmed. I think we scrimmed like 3 times.
If that. Our practice is just keeping our rank on the leaderboard.
Literally, we'll go
we play like
together
2 or 3 games a month, and then we play a tournament.
So hopefully we'll be able to get some practice in if you get a new job here.
Yeah.
Because my schedule is going to be pretty opened up.
What did you say, Ins?
If it works, it works. So
yeah,
maybe if you practice more, it will start getting worse. Who knows?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's been saying this. He's like, well, if we don't play, then I can't be pissed off at the game. So let's not play.
What is your guys' gaming history? Like, when did you guys start playing? Like each of you? I'll start with Dramis. Like, what games have you played the most? How many hours do you think you have in those games? What's your competitive history, basically?
I mean, I feel like my first FPS game ever was like Doom, but obviously that was way back. And then I played a bunch of Halo, competed in Halo for a while, probably like 10,000 hours in that game. I don't know. And I went to like 10 LAN tournaments or something like that. Did a bunch of 1v1s, free-for-alls. That was Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 5. And I signed like a contract for Halo 5 for like Orbit. And then I played, I think Halo Infinite. I went to a tournament or 2 during when we were playing Quake. It was like right when I went to London for fucking Iron Fist. When I went to London for Iron Fist, it was like a week after that I went to a Halo tournament, the opener for Halo Infinite as well. So I played a shit ton of FPS, and I guess Counter-Strike I played a really small bit of. Play a little bit of Mortal Kombat. I feel like I just play all sorts of games. Anything I can like join a tournament in.
So you said you had like 10,000 hours in Halo. How many do you have in Quake?
I'd assume 20,000, easily more than Halo.
You have
Like I
more
played a
hours
lot of.
in competitive FPS than RMV has in life.
Probably, bro.
What about you, RMV?
My first competitive game was Quake Champions. I've been playing that for like 4 years now, I think. 3 or 4 years competitively. But FPS before that, I just used to play for fun, like Quake 3, Quake Live, some Call of Duty games.
Good old Call of Duty. I forgot about that one.
And then aside from that, it's mostly just like strategy games that I play, like for fun. I don't really play other FPS games for fun
How are you
anymore.
so bad at strategy if you played strategy games?
It's for fun, right?
I never said I was good at the strategy games. I just said I play them for fun.
Fair.
But yeah, that's I don't know.
How many hours do you have in Quake?
Quake Champions?
Yeah.
2,700.
Yeah, that's not so much.
Quake Champions, I think I only have 5,000.
Jesus
Only.
Christ.
Not good enough.
Still
bro.
quite a
But
lot.
yeah, I've been playing Quake like forever, basically, but only for fun. So
What about your settings and your gear? What do you guys use? Like, what's your mouse sense? What mouse pads do you use? What mice are you using?
Okay, you go first.
okay. I've got the Razer Death Adder V2. I've got some artisan pad that they gave us at KeenCon last year.
Nice.
I've got, I think, is it the Black Widow keyboard, Razer?
Nice.
And then mouse sense, 2 sensitivity, 800 DPI, no Excel.
So that's like 25 centimeters or something, or 26. Something like that.
Whatever you say.
I
What
know
about
what
you,
keyboard
Dramis?
I got, bro. Corsair K70 for my keyboard. I switched those so much. They all fucking suck. I got a G Pro Superlight. Just got a new one. Artisan mouse pad. Been rocking those for a few years now. Those are really good. Yeah. My sense is 4.55. Mouse XL 0.17.
What
800
DPI?
DPI.
800? 4.55 on 800? What's wrong with you?
He's
With
insane.
mouse
lot.
excel on top of it, that's...
Too
This is
much.
why he
actually
doesn't
disgusts
use.
me.
That's why he doesn't use LG.
Yeah.
This is why I do not pull that shit out.
Because they like that.
Leave my shaft in my pants.
Yeah, it does make
Classic.
sense. Since you guys like mostly, I guess your screams, who do you scream versus the most? Like you guys say you barely scream, but you must have someone that, because of your scheduling problems, you must have some team that you think of screaming. Because I guess, do you practice more versus NA teams or versus EU teams?
I don't remember the last time we scrimmed.
I literally can't remember, dude. I don't know. Who
I
do
think
we
it was
even play?
probably with you and someone, to be honest,
Oh.
is the last time we played
Might
any
be, yeah.
scrims.
Hey,
But
you-
weren't
you
you
were-
like last time we played? You were also playing with someone else. You were playing with Razy last time we played.
I scrim more with Razy than I do with Dramis, yeah.
Yeah, and
Classic.
Razy also screams more with you than he does with his teammates. So all checks out.
Yeah,
Do you
I
guys
dunno.
think like all the teams that are together are like well thought out teams, or do you think if next year would be like a $200,000 circuit for with 3 or 4 major lands across the years, if that the teams would change?
I think some of them would change.
I feel like a lot of the top teams would stay the same, though. I feel
Yeah.
like Rafa would probably stay with Maxter. I don't know. Would Avex stay with Kilson?
No,
No?
no. I
That's
don't
interesting.
think so
Do you want to
at all.
elaborate?
I don't know
Yeah.
who he would go with. But
Exactly. I want to know why.
I don't know who he'd pick, but I don't think he would stick with Kilson. Like Kilson is
Maybe
an
if
insane
Ron
dueler,
can play
but
again, I feel like those two would
Yeah.
definitely be teaming.
I think that would be a good team. If Ron could definitely make it to the finals, I think he would team with Avik. Because they've played a lot together, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then Zeneku. Who's Zeneku playing with now?
I think he
Monica
quit
isn't
2v2.
playing.
He's done. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he enjoys playing 2v2 that much, sadly.
Damn.
Do you think
So that means
like
his base done too?
no
I don't
base is
know.
playing?
All right. Shit.
I'm not sure actually,
think,
but that leaves
Yeah.
Days alone. Maybe you'll end up playing with Toxic in like a complete complete 180 from the start.
Literally.
They did quite well in the tournament they played together.
Yeah, I don't know how much the teams would switch though, honestly, because I feel like everybody would have practice with each other at that point. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I feel like some of the teams would change. I can't think
Some would
who,
change. There'd be a
but
couple.
like you said, the top teams would probably stay the same. Because why would you change it if you're one of the top teams?
Because you want to win. You
Yeah.
gotta win.
Yeah, I guess. I think
First place
Sirius and
or
Celts would stay
you're a
together.
loser.
That's true.
So I've been a loser the whole time. Rip.
Speaking of teams, like since usually you guys play like with the really big ping difference with the other teams. What do you think of what people call high ping advantage?
Dramis?
I mean, I'm okay on whatever ping, so
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely true. Like, I mean, if you're on high ping, you can hit pretty hard sometimes if you know how to play on it, and I definitely know how to play on it. So
Yeah, but
can't
it's just the
say
aggression, isn't it? Like
it's
it's
yeah. If you
more.
can play aggressive, but if I can't even say the other part because I can't tell other people how to play against it. That wouldn't make sense. I'll tell you guys after the series.
Yeah, I think it's more like aggressive advantage, more so than ping advantage, like Pika's advantage type thing.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
More.
it's really good for
if
your
you're
team because
hitting,
you're
you can
both
definitely go
very
hard.
aggressive.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
like when we had to play versus Yenem and Ved, we played on NA, and I basically just swapped champions with Dramis and played the same style.
And
So
I guess it worked.
I was the one running at them.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
And what do you guys think of the difference between LAN and online in Quake Champions? Is there a big difference? Is there a small difference? How does it play
I
out
mean,
for
yeah,
you guys?
I'd say there's definitely a big difference for sure. After playing quite a few of them, and especially in 2v2, I could imagine it has a pretty big difference because I feel like it's mostly like mechanics that like just everything responds so fast, and weapons definitely are like more usable on LAN, certain ones.
Did you play in 2018 the 2v2 LANs?
I did, yeah. I was playing with Sib.
Oh.
I
Sib
don't think
showed
there's
up.
that big a difference. Like, there's definitely a difference, but it's
You're playing
the
on like
same
9
game.
ping, no?
Yeah. Why is he
It's the
talking?
Looking
same
like the
game.
same thing.
It is the same game. It's just you have to play it a little bit slower, and that's it.
Yeah,
Like
because
if you try
defending
and
is
do the
usually a
same
bit
stuff,
easier on LAN.
yeah, because you can't
Yeah.
just run through a choke point and somehow not eat 2
Expect
rockets.
them to not hit you, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same, just
But
easier
like
to defend.
aim and all that, yeah, all that's the same for sure.
Yeah.
So you guys are like a pretty aggressive team that usually has, that as you guys say, like the aggression thing going on for you guys. How do you think it will play out and land for you, for the two of you?
I think
Are you guys
I
going
think
to
we'll have no
adapt, or are
problem.
you going to keep playing your style?
I think we'll have no problem adapting. I feel like we've been doing pretty well with that.
Yeah, I think we will keep the majority of our style there, but we will have to slow it down a little bit. I think we both know that.
Yeah, and I feel like everybody will probably slow their games down
Yeah,
anyways.
I think
for the
everyone will
most
slow it
part.
down, so we'll still probably be one of the most aggressive teams, but still slower than we were online, just because you have to be.
Yeah, you just can't abuse the same things that you would online, basically.
Yeah.
Like certain picks will be different, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm curious to see how clutch will work online, because right now, every time we go into a map or a match, clutch is just banned immediately, so I can't play it. But
Yeah, it's like a free win when you can, so
yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure if it will be the same online because people might not ban it. They might just be like, well, we'll just wreck it.
Yeah, I guess like tanks usually don't work that well online because it's just so
exactly.
easy to hit. Usually on LAN, like light champions get a little bit better.
Yeah.
But every patch it changes a bit how the game works on LAN or not. So we'll have to get there and
right, it'll
see.
probably change like 2 days before.
Yeah, we've still got like what 4 months or something before.
Yeah,
so
still a while. Game will
loads of
probably
time
still
for the
change a
game.
lot until then.
Yeah, it'll break by the time we get there. It's okay.
Before any further questions, I want to play out the new video from KeenCon, the top 5 players, because I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if you guys have.
Yeah, I'm annoyed
did
that my
watch it,
rocket
yeah.
frag was not in there.
Okay, well, that's a good spoiler. I'm gonna put it on. Let's see.
Gets railed off the spawn. Sirius is in a really tough spot right now. Maxed it right by rail. There you go. And another one onto Kels. Frag, this is not a good start at all if you're a Booga fan, or even if you're a Booga player. This is terrible. 10 frags difference, not even 3 minutes played. This is completely flipped on its head from what Exa was. Was able to battle it out towards Wenger though, and now it's a power up for the Ravers. The first double power up, and the first squad as well. Razy making good use of it. Back-to-back rails. Waiting until he picks it up. He wants to maybe take damage first, but in the end, he decided to pick it up anyway.
Oh, yeah, mine offside.
Yeah. Oh, Wenger wants it so bad, and he did a lot of damage, but Razy wasn't shooting. But nothing really happens, and Timmy and Rafa still get everything done. Now Rafa with the quad puts it to 40, puts it to 41. Can get the mega. The heavy will be there shortly as well. Kel steps into that one. It's a direct. Rafa is on a tear.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone appears getting fragged except you, RMV. You just appear getting fragged all the time.
Yep, that's how it is.
Unlucky.
But that rocket frag that
was
Rob
insane.
posted in your chat, like, come on.
Yeah, the rocket frag was very good. I'm gonna play it as well, just so we see. Let's
Everybody
see
needs
the
to see
rocket frag.
this.
I'll put it. There we go. Now we should see the rocket frag.
An arsenal.
Yeah.
Like there's so much pressure.
Holy crap. Oh, wow, what?
Decent weapon arsenal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there's
it
so
was
much
a very good frag.
That was
That's what I'll say. Or
I
two very
peaked
good
at that
frags.
moment.
What do you guys think about the last patch? You know, especially the shotgun change. There's been quite a bit of drama around it.
I think it was
I-
definitely a needed change.
Yeah, I hate the shotgun. I feel like it's all over the place all the time. So with them changing it, I mean, that doesn't change much for me. I'm not going to use it that often. Before, it was definitely like the only weapon you should use, the way that it just was.
I think it feels like a shotgun now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you guys played, especially your RMV, you basically used two weapons. It was shotgun and rail.
Yeah.
Now
Why
you'll
would I
have to
use
find the
anything
other
else?
binds as well.
Yeah.
LG and rail.
LG and rail, yeah. But do
Pretty
you like
much.
the shotgun? Do you like the change?
Yeah, I do. I think it's good. It's now
Definitely a
like
good change.
back to its state of you use it as like a trap weapon or like a finishing off weapon. And sometimes like you can get away with using it super close range instead of rockets.
What do you guys feel about the overall balance of weapons in Quake Champions?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good right now. I'd
yeah,
say
that's because
everything's
rail
pretty
is
balanced.
overpowered. That's why you like. I think rail is way too powerful.
Yeah, I
and
think
that's
they have
why
too much ammo in
used
it
it.
again.
Yeah, like it was fine with the 5 ammo. That was good.
There was
I
so
think
much
that was still
pushback on the
too
5
little.
ammo.
I feel like seven is, I guess, the sweet spot. I think the problem was like you picked it up, you shoot a couple times, and it felt like you needed to go pick the rail up again, which is like an odd thing to have to go do that often compared to the other weapons, at least.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You know,
Maybe
I
like
was fine with
7, I
5
felt like would
ammo
have been better.
on competitive, but I think, you know, there was a lot of pushback from more casual players because they want to have more rail ammo.
Yeah, I
But
can imagine in casual, especially, it
yeah.
was probably really rough.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You pick it up once and you're like, "Fuck, I'm out."
Yeah.
But I don't know why we have to balance all modes the same.
No, we shouldn't have to, but
But I still think we would have done all right with the 5 ammo. I think
Yeah.
you just control rail that way, more or less.
I mean,
Yeah.
in most of the maps, you already have to just sit at rail
You already
everywhere.
have to do it, yeah.
Exactly. So it wouldn't change the style that much.
And as he's saying in chat, reduce damage instead.
I think that would change it too much though, because of like the different types of champions. Like that would not just be a debuff to rail, that would be a buff to like heavy champions and light champions, and
Yeah, like as long as it would still take 3 to kill heavy or whatever.
I don't know. I think messing with the damage is too much.
I used to think it was wild when it was what 80 damage and then 100 damage if you zoomed in.
Yeah,
were gonna
that
change
was
it
that
to
was
that.
fun.
That was insane.
They
I
were
just
gonna put
stayed
it back
zoomed
as
in
that
all
as
game.
well. Yeah, because it was in PTS, and they were gonna put it back to that. And I played a couple of games with Maxter, and we both ended with like 4,000 damage on rail,
Nice.
and it's just stupid. So I hope they don't do that.
Have they discussed Razy's tweet on the shotgun changes? Have you guys seen Razy's tweet on the shotgun? He
I
was not
did see
happy
it.
about them.
I
I
love
saw it
Razor's
right after the
tweets.
tournament.
I don't think
Yeah.
I can put it on screen because he was very mad about it, but that's what I'll say about it.
Yeah, he doesn't like shotgun.
No.
Or
But he also
Quake.
doesn't like not being able to use it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we're now going to my favorite part of this. I usually leave these for last, but since I don't know how long Dramis can stay here, we'll just do the 2v2 maps tier list now instead.
Okay.
So let me put it up. Where is it? Okay, I found it. I have to full screen it, and I can transition. There we go. Production master. Alright guys, what map do you want to start on?
We just start at the start. Awoken.
Sure, Awoken. Rate it. As a team.
I'd
As a
say
team.
A. But I don't know what do you think, Dramis?
As far
I
as like best map, like our favorite map, or how's this rank work?
Yeah, we're doing it based on our like how we like
no,
it.
guys, that's a level I didn't think of. Just rate how good the map is for 2v2
Okay,
basically.
so based on
Okay,
how
okay.
good the maps are. Yeah, I think A. Because it is still very rail heavy, but
Yeah,
it is a very good map.
It's probably a good spot for that.
Yeah.
Right, Awoken goes in A. DM6.
Oh god.
Ew.
C. D.
Trash. D.
Yeah,
It's,
D.
it's a rail map. How can you guys
C.
not like it?
It's so
I just
good.
feel like I don't know. It's not made right.
Yeah, I
Fucking
think
C.
go C just because it. I don't know if it even is a C.
There's definitely worse.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. There are worse. So C.
Okay. ZTN.
I think it's a very good 2v2 map.
yeah, for twos, that's definitely a good one.
You
Probably
think it's like
A.
yeah, like just underneath Awoken. I think maybe above
Maybe
Awoken.
B.
Do you think it's above
maybe.
Awoken?
Nah.
No, so underneath Awoken on A.
Alright. I don't think we should rate like these maps that aren't even made. I'll just put upon the like what's this called?
Burial chamber.
Chambers, right?
Yeah, I think that's burial.
What is
Yeah,
that next one?
This is church. So I'll
Yeah,
just put
that's-
this here as well.
yeah.
It's
I've
not
never played
suitable for
this
2v2 basically. CK.
I don't think
think
it's a
that-
great map. Like everyone just rushes LG. That's CK in 2v2.
Yeah,
I'd
for
say, like,
twos,
B.
definitely. Probably B.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
better
you aren't
than-
putting the no rail map on D.
No, like
I
it's.
don't mind the map.
We always seem to win on that map.
If I can't ban it, people always pick that shit against me, so I played it a lot.
Yeah. I've never played Crucible in twos.
Yeah, in twos.
Oh,
we
no,
might
that's
see
a lie.
Crucible
I-
or Insomnia soon because
I've
I
played
know
it
Maxter
twice.
wants to rotate like almost all of the playable maps,
Ah.
and he's the one
Okay.
doing the map pools.
Probably put that one in C, but I've only played it a few times.
Yeah, I think I played it twice with Ewans. I think it's a C tier, like underneath DM6.
There
It's
it is.
definitely worse than DM6.
What about Dark
Dark
Sun?
Zone
We've
can go
played
to-
Dark Sun in the tournament.
Yeah, that's bottom of D.
Fuck Dark
That's the worst map.
That map fucking sucks.
That's
Where
like
does it go then?
the last place.
That's
Okay.
last place.
It's
D.
worse than Burial Chambers in church.
Yeah,
The
100%.
worst map.
It's so bad.
I'd rather play Burial.
Wow.
Yeah, same. Yeah, you'd just be on Slash. You'd enjoy Burial.
Yeah, it's a good
Maybe
time.
we need Burial in like S. No. Deep Embrace.
Deep Embrace.
I love that map.
I love it too, but it's based on like how good it is for twos. I think it's
I feel like it's pretty good just for the sake that it has 2 power-ups. I think it makes it kind of unique and
yeah,
pretty
that's
good
true.
in that case. I wouldn't
I
put it
think-
in S though.
No, I think underneath ZTN. Like it's not as
Yeah.
good as ZTN, but it is an A tier.
Okay, right. I'm wondering what map you're gonna put on S, but okay.
Yeah, I
Exile.
don't know. We
Alright, what
might
we got
change
left?
this.
Yeah, I was like, what we got? Hold up.
Dramis is gonna put fucking Veil in S.
Yeah, we'll get to definitely gonna put that shit on there.
Exile. Oh god. Like maybe a B or a C. It's not like the spawns are still bad.
Yeah, the way it's set up is really weird, I think, for 2s.
Yeah.
Probably B.
All right.
Yeah,
Where in
I
B?
think B underneath CK. Oh no, no, it's not on the same level as CK. No way. I think it's C.
Really, like the top of C then, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's better than DM6, but it's not on the same level as CK.
Bunch
Okay.
of shit tier maps, bro.
Insomnia. holy.
Insomnia.
I've never played it in 2s, so
I think it's the same design as like I don't know, but like the rail isn't at shotgun anymore, right? The rail is not close to the window. The rail is down at the bottom where the power up is, I think.
do you
I
know?
think that could be an okay map, but I've really barely played that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like same level as Crucible.
So bottom of C.
Yeah,
Yep.
just
I
'cause
gotta
never
say, you
played
guys
that.
are running
there.
through the tier list a lot faster than every other team so far.
Well, that's because we both have the same playstyle.
Exactly.
Chemistry.
What is it? Is
Yeah.
that lockbox? And then longest yard.
I think
the
this is
f- Is that what those
lockbox.
are?
Yeah, I'll just put it.
Yeah.
Is lockbox better than Dark Zone?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it is.
His longest yard better than Dark Zone.
It has a rail, doesn't it? So
Honestly, yeah.
yeah, dude, Dark
Okay,
Zone
Molten.
sucks. Uh,
S. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say holy. I think like B. No, I don't know.
For 2s, it's definitely not the best. Probably, yeah,
Nah,
B under CK.
under CK, yeah, I think so. It's I don't know. It's the same as Duel. It's sort of just like boring to
Do
play.
you
but
prefer
easy to
Molten
play.
for duel or 2v2?
For
Oh,
duel.
definitely no 2v2.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that
Duel-
map in duel at all.
Yeah, you can just get one frag and run for the whole game.
I don't
It's-
run, so I don't fucking
Yeah,
do that shit.
There's
For
I
like
never
Dramis
run
is
into
the
that
same.
experience. I'm like, oh no, I'm in the lead. I'm just gonna chase him.
yeah, it's like the
Another
new
kill, bro.
ZTN basically for Duel.
All right, then.
Press.
Ruins.
Ruins. I think it's probably our least played map out of like
You
the
don't.
normal
It
pool.
should be S tier, bro, but you don't like it.
Well, it's I don't know. There's something I always lose on it. I don't know what I do wrong.
We never play it.
Yeah, well, we don't play the game, dude.
Bro. If we played Ruins, we would win.
I think it is a
Ruins.
good map.
I think
I think
for
it's
2s,
above
it's a pretty good
CK.
map.
It's definitely above CK. Is it above Deep Embrace? Probably.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like in between Deep Embrace and ZTN?
You wouldn't put Ruins above ZTN?
No, I think I might actually like try and argue with you in a minute to like change ZTN to above Awoken.
I'm gonna put Ruins on S tier in a second. What's gonna happen? No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Is that Tempest? Ugh. D.
No,
Like,
I'd say C. It's like okay.
Okay, so like
We haven't played it enough.
I'd still put it underneath Crucible.
Really?
Yeah.
Underneath
it's-
Crucible?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, Crucible probably doesn't play that bad.
Yeah, I think just underneath and in between. Yeah.
All right. This being an open rail map, I expected it to rank higher for you.
No, it sucks.
Koth?
What
Is
about
that this
Tower of Koth?
I actually quite like Koth.
one? I like Koth. It's pretty good.
I think I'd put it like in between CK and Molten.
CK and Molten.
Like in B
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah, I'd put it there. You wouldn't put it above CK because it has rail.
Veil.
No, you're good with LG. Yeah. S, right?
No, there's no way that's going in S.
Bro,
You don't want
No.
anything in S, man.
bro. He
There's
hates the
nothing
game,
on
we
S.
can't- we just all the maps are in C.
Where do I even put Veil?
Can we put CTN in S?
We can just let's put Veil
CTN,
first, and then we can revisit everything.
Okay. Veil, I think. Oh god.
It was bare minimum, bro, above CK.
Yeah, I know. That's because you just love it.
It's such a good map. It's so different than the rest of the maps. So much verticality.
I think you just like it because rail is easy to get to.
Yeah, rail
Bro, I
is
just like
no
it
one
'cause I
goes
can
to
play
rail.
You don't even need to go down there. You can not even use rail. The map is so small. That's the nice part.
Okay, yeah. God, I don't know if I can put it. Yeah, I guess for twos it is above CK. If this was dual, there'd be no way it's
It's
above.
like CK's too crowded for twos, in my
Yeah.
opinion, as far as
Okay.
like the map
We'll put it
layout.
top of B tier. But there's no way that is going in S.
Scared.
All right, so changes. We need
Okay,
something
yeah.
in S.
Karoka. No,
Dude, I
no.
wish
What
you played
is the
Ruins.
best designed map for 2v2?
I think it's probably CTN. That's what I think.
I'm not asking you guys individually, I'm asking you guys as a team. What is the best designed map for 2v2?
Jarvis wants to say Veil so bad right now.
I'm looking around at these maps again, and I'm like, bro, CTN. I can't put that one in S tier. That can't be the one. That's the one we fucking gave away, bro. That's a traumatizing map.
Yeah, but it is.
But if we played Ruins, you would put it in S tier. But we don't.
So it's going to be
So
Awoken,
I
isn't
guess
it?
it's gonna be ZTN, isn't it? I think
Oh,
ZTN
okay.
has to be S tier. Fuck.
Yeah, let's do it. I
Even
think
though
so.
Awoken's ahead of ZTN. Somehow
Yeah,
ZTN is skipping the fucking ladder.
We'll
Is there
play some more
anything you would
Ruins.
change right now?
Can you put Dark Zone in a different tier?
I cannot. There are
okay.
no more tier.
Okay, never mind.
F tier.
Can you? No, I don't think.
I know. I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
So ZTN, Awoken, Ruins, Deep Embrace, and Veil are your top 5 maps for
Can
2v2.
we? No, I guess we can't. I was gonna say can we swap Ruins and Deep, but he loves Ruins too much.
I mean, I feel like either way, I like both those maps.
Yeah,
We're
can
just
we
really good at Deep. That's why I would like that one better. But we
Can we
never
put
play
Deep,
Ruins, so you wouldn't know.
like up 1? Just because it's got the 2 power-ups. Yeah,
Maybe
like
like-
that.
No,
Yeah, I think.
Deep Embrace
I think
is
that's
top
good.
3.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Dark Zone was fun to watch. It was not fun to play.
Yeah, I think Dark Zone was a lot better to watch than it was to play for everyone involved.
Like duels.
Another thing now, we were talking about, it's the map designs, and there's been recently, not exactly drama because it's not really, super public, but a lot of the pro players are now, after 6 years, finally realizing that the starting spawns are influenced by the position on the lobby. So if you spawn in like, I don't remember, I know I have the list from like 2018 somewhere of where everything spawns. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like if you start the lobby on the left in Awoken, you spawn at LG. If you start on the lobby on the right, you spawn at Rail. On ZTN, if you start on the left, you spawn at Nail. If you start the lobby on the right, you spawn at Rockets. And apparently, it's been a bit of drama around this recently because pro players are only now realizing that the starting spawns in 2v2 can be manipulated. Opinions on it?
I don't really care. Like, I didn't know about it until I think Faye brought it up in the Discord.
Hey, it makes sense that Faye would realize it now. It doesn't make sense that players wouldn't have realized it before.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely knew about it, but I never took it as like an issue. It's definitely unfair, but if you have somebody else setting up the lobby, it's not so bad.
I did not know about it at all.
Yeah, yet I'm saying it was known since Sacrifices, and any players definitely knew a lot about it, but for
Duel,
some
it
reason
definitely-
EU players
yeah.
did not know. Even players that I've played versus and told them that, like RMV, he just thought that I was guessing the spawns every single time.
I just thought he knew. I was like, this guy.
This guy knows so much about Quake, he can actually predict every
He got
single
in his
spawn,
head,
man.
bro.
Insane.
He knows everything.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't think it matters. Like, you should practice both spawns anyway, right?
Yeah,
Like,
somebody needs to spawn on that side, so it's definitely can be unfair. But if there needed to be like a flip or something for it, I wouldn't be against it. Either way, though, I'm
It
fine.
is the same for duel as well.
It's true for duel as well,
Yeah.
yes. But in duel, since there's no like more spawns than in 2v2, because in 2v2 you basically get all the starting spawns filled just with the pair of spawns that each
Yeah,
team gets.
because-
In duel, you can have a little bit more variation.
Yeah, because there's like 4 or 5 starting spawns on each map, isn't there?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I don't really care. Like, I know, like, sure, we could argue it and be like, no, we want to spawn rail side, and it would
Does
make
this change
life a lot easier.
the map tier list at all? For instance, Awoken, if you spawn the lobby on the right side, you know you're gonna spawn in rail. Does this make you more or less likely to play Awoken if you don't have the lobby?
No,
I mean,
like,
like I said, I feel like either way we're fine with like starting away from it because it's like you usually have to take control of it at some point, anyways.
yeah, like, I don't think there's ever been a
Sucks.
time that me and Dramis have played where we've gone a full game without picking up rail, with the exception of CK and
Oh.
fucking Dark Zone.
Or Veil?
Yeah, like we're gonna make our way over there. It's like especially on Awoken and when power up's there, it's like you're gonna get over there
Yeah,
at some
you're gonna
point.
get a rail at some point. It doesn't really matter. Like, sure, you might
And
get
if you
like
don't
the
feed
initial
them like
advantage.
rails, they can't really do anything.
Yeah,
You're not
you might
feeding
get
them
the initial
angles.
advantage if you spawn there, but
Are you
By
up
the
for
time-
having like a coin toss decide who spawns where?
Yeah, I mean I'd be fine with that.
if that's what they want to do, yeah. But I don't think we really care.
Yeah, it'd be fine either way. That's what I'm saying. But I think the coin flip would make it the most fair if people were actually worried about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think like since a lot of the competitive players are from EU, I don't think they ever really noticed it before, and now that because Frey brought it up, and people are noticing, it's bringing a little bit of drama. But,
Yeah,
you know.
maybe a little bit.
Speaking of drama, thoughts about last year at the time of last KeenCon. I think KeenCon right after. Yeah, okay, everyone was depressed at KeenCon before because it was,
It was-
right after the QPL announcement, right? That they said they
Right
weren't
after,
going
yeah.
to continue. So
Yeah, yeah.
thoughts
Days
about
before.
that. How was QPL and how do you feel about Quake competitively now that it's gone?
QPL was fun to play, but definitely weird to not have it around anymore. And now it's nice that there's something else like a 2v2 league. It's nice that they have something. It's definitely weird to not have like the weekly stuff, I think. Definitely
Yeah.
a little odd.
It
And
was
hopefully
really
there's more
nice to
stuff
have
that comes up.
like weekly Quake to watch. I know we still have the Estotties, but not like all the top tier people play that, so it's not the same.
And commentating and all that, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So I don't know. It was good to have, but I think the format was flawed in a few ways. Like a lot of people didn't like watch it just because it was formatted the way it was. So
Yeah,
I think it's
format
it just
barely
needed to
changed in
change.
like since it started, right?
Exactly, yeah. It
Yeah,
needed
it
to
changed like
change,
once,
but
I think, just from COVID. And that's about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
liked it a lot, honestly, when it was before COVID. Like that was really like a bright thing. I feel like when you signed for that, because it was like 3 or 4 lands, 5 lands in like 1 year. That was really exciting to look forward to. And then when all that stopped, it definitely made it a little like just not the same. So it was
5
nice to
lands
go
in
back
1
to some
year.
more lands
Jesus.
again.
Uh,
Still
Would've
How
been
do
just
you
a
think-
little odd that there's no pro league for sure. Just a little weird.
What did you think about the competitive aspect of QPL as someone who wasn't in QPL RMV? Because Dramis
Right.
was, so he likes it. But for you, if you didn't get in, it basically meant that you were like a whole year without
yeah, it's stoked,
being able
it's
to
stoked.
participate.
You had like especially in EU, you had like so many big names like or like good duelers trying to get in. So you had to beat all of them. And then even after that, you then had to go to LAN and try beat the bottom of the top players who already
you
have
played
loads
me.
of LAN experience.
It's like
Yeah.
you played me. I remember at your first
At
land.
my first LAN, yeah, I played versus Dramis.
Sudden death
We
first
had a
map,
sudden
like
death
5
on
minutes
my
in, bro.
yeah, 5 minutes sudden death on my first LAN map.
That's pretty intense, I
And
Who
imagine.
won?
Dramis used to hit
Oh.
like he hit me up. What did you do? You hit like a rail through a TP, fired
Rail,
a
nade,
grenade,
rail.
and then another nade. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool.
There
I
goes
shoulda
another
died,
year.
to be fair. You should have won that. In
Yeah.
that situation, that was like a 10% chance to win that. I was lucky.
So lucky.
I was like, Jesus, I'm glad that was his first map. I knew you were fucking hyped. You were like, oh fuck.
And then I picked CK instead of Deep. I should have
That
picked
was the
Deep in the
first CK I
picks.
ever won in my life.
Yeah, I lost that CK. I was BJ versus Galena, I think.
Your
Yeah,
manager,
you're just
Defense, is
running
in
all my
chat.
totems.
He's saying it was certainly a lot easier for KPL players to keep their spot than it was for other people to qualify.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
But I'm not gonna lie, when I was going up against RMV, I was a little worried about playing him because I knew he was like the top qualifier coming into it as far as like talent wise going in. Like he was insane when I was watching him. He was beating like Cypher and all those guys online. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
Like
but I'm
he's
on
definitely
online.
gonna be good. No, I don't think so. I think you just that was your first land and you fucking still almost took me out. When I'd been playing for a few years at that point already. I wasn't I was definitely ready for it, but I was not ready for all the angles you got. I was not ready for all that.
I was salty as fuck.
I'm sure, bro.
I still am. Oh
Fucking
god.
classic, dude. We'll have to win
Deal.
KeenCon then and make it up.
Deal on Veil is just PTSD from like for the past 3
That's
years.
why you hate Vale.
Yeah.
Like that's why that can't be S tier.
Yeah, that's why I
But yeah.
finally found it. What are your
Um,
guys like favorite game modes
No,
in Quake Champions, or what game modes would you like to see in Quake Champions?
2v2 is probably my favorite game mode. I feel like in like every game I've played, 2 versus 2 is my favorite.
no, Duel is my favorite by far. It's the reason I started playing Quake Champions
Same
was to
here.
play duels.
I just feel like I like 2s in every game I play, but Duel is Quake is like one of the only ones I'll play 1 versus 1 in. Halo 2, but it's just not the same. Just like a slowed down Quake.
That's what Halo is. It's not even
That's literally
slowdown
what it
Quake.
feels
Halo
like.
is a slowdown Call of Duty. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a zero gravity Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's super slow. I don't even know how I played it that long.
Yeah, I
Slow
just
motion.
duels in Quake just sort of brings like there's something about it that you can't replicate in any other game.
What
No.
about Sacrifice? No love for Sacrifice?
I've played it like 3 times.
Yeah, I've only played it a few times. I tried to get on a team back in the day when it was that Quake World Championship, but I had a real shit PC, so I
Oh.
was not doing too well.
I think I played one of the tournaments once for fun with a couple of people, like recent tournaments, and I think we played versus Maestro in like round 2 and lost, obviously. And that was
Rough.
my experience of Sacrifice.
When it comes to duels, do you prefer round duels or time limit duels?
I never really played round limit.
Round was pretty fun for Quake Champions, I think, but I still prefer time limit. But I really do miss being able to play like 3 separate champions on the same map. I thought that
Actually,
was kind of cool.
I think I messaged you recently and asking if you wanted to play some round limit duels.
I would play some round duels, bro.
And In said no, so I messaged Cubit, and Cubit was like, yeah, okay.
Did
And then
you
we
play?
played.
Did you play some?
Yeah, I played some, and it lasted. We played like 3 maps in 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's
It's like
the
It's pretty fast.
that's
Yeah,
the
I got
only
9
downside of round duels, right? Like players, it was fun because it was
Yeah.
there was like a little bit more strategic depth because you had to. There
Yeah.
were like 9 different matchups basically.
Yeah, exactly.
For spectators, it was also a lot more interesting because it was exciting. It was only up to till 3 frags, and there was only always the comeback mechanic with the rounds.
Yeah, but it's impossible to like
Yeah,
organize.
logistics-wise, organizing a tournament
You
with
have
round
no
duels.
idea, yeah.
Yeah, you can either do 3 maps in 10 minutes or 1 round in 30 minutes, like Yanam said. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Some are
yeah.
saying nice shirts, and yeah, nice shirts, guys.
Hey,
But yeah,
KeenCon
Is
represent.
there any game mode that isn't in Quake Champions that you would like to see, or any change to the current game modes that you would like to play competitively?
I definitely just wish the ranked and 2 versus 2 like playlist just had more people again. Like when we all had to play the 2v2 playlist, that was fun.
also with 2v2, I wish they would change the map pool to get rid of like the ones that aren't in the map pool. And I know they're in there for like casual players, if you will, but also it's like it's ranked. It's like competitive. So like why
so
is
you
it
want
not?
it to mirror basically
Yeah,
the
I'd
competitive
like if
map.
it was mirroring exactly. Yeah.
Also, I think it'd be cool if they had like ranked TDM, just like 4v4, because I feel like a lot of people would just jump into that solo maybe.
Yeah,
It'd
that's
be pretty
true.
fun.
Could be fun, yeah.
That would be a pretty cool one. Yeah. Does anyone even play CTF?
I was
Rarely.
gonna say that, but yeah, I don't really think anybody plays that
Probably
much.
get rid of that. And I think I sat queuing for some clan arena once, and it was like 16 minutes. And it's like you may as well just get rid of those two. To be honest, it feels like no one plays it.
I mean, there's kind of an overload in like all the modes you can play for.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, do people play Instagib?
I mean, I would hope so, but I don't know. Probably people
Yeah, I don't
see,
know.
if they don't know what Instagib is, like from the get-go, they see all those modes in, they probably end up not queuing for Instagib.
Yeah, they probably just queue deathmatch and team deathmatch, right?
Yeah.
We should love Instigate. That was a pretty fun playlist, but I feel like there was a lot of people playing at the time.
Like when I
freeze tag
queue,
and all that.
yeah, when I queue team deathmatch, UHT, and Impulse 9.
Yeah.
Really. I only do deathmatch and TDM.
Yeah, that's because you don't want to use LG.
True. I'm like, what am I trying to break my wrist?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So what do you guys think about the QuakeCon pseudo announcement?
Uh,
I'm confused. Like, what's going on there? Like, is there a tournament happening? Is there anything happening
That's why I
there?
called it a pseudo announcement.
What
Yeah.
the fuck, bro?
They announced like a BYOC, didn't they? But didn't say if there was going to be a
Yeah,
tournament.
they just announced the dates basically of the BYC.
And
Yeah,
the
so
BOC is full, like already sold out.
yeah,
So
so
it's like,
you could go and play with other people. Is my guess. It's not a tournament. You can just go and play.
Yeah.
Then is it even going to be a LAN? Like, are they going to set up a LAN server, or is it just going to be you're playing on NA East or whatever?
So are you
So
going
I
to
can't-
QuakeCon? Any of you?
No.
yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'll be
What
going
would
this
it would
year.
cost me like what, $2.5 or something stupid to
man.
get there? No,
For the passion.
absolutely not. The passion.
I'd love to go, but I don't want to use up all my vacation time this year for something I don't even know if there's a tournament for.
That as well, yeah.
Last year I used it all up. Not trying to do that again.
Clan
Speaking
Arena
of
is the best.
announcements, have you guys seen like the new Doom as well? Have you played
That
Doom
looks
ever?
really. Yeah,
Yeah.
I played all the
Yeah.
Dooms. That was my first FPS. Such a good game.
The new Doom looks really cool. I'll definitely be playing that.
I'll probably buy that for sure
Yeah.
when it comes out.
I'll be buying that for sure. I only ever played. I think I've only played Doom Eternal.
Really,
Yeah.
I've
Doom
never
Eternal
played
was
Doom.
pretty sick.
I have
Really,
Eternal
you've never played Doom?
installed,
That's wild.
but I still haven't played it.
I might have played like the original one on my dad's PC when I was younger, but
The Doom campaigns used to be some of my favorite like campaigns to play through. I
yeah,
thought,
I've played Doom Eternal like 4 or 5 times, like
damn,
through it. It's really fun.
I got
For
the
me,
Elder
Doom is
Gods
like
expansions, but
Quake
I haven't
single
tried
player
them.
without LG. Am I wrong
Yeah.
here?
Exactly, that's exactly what it's
Yeah.
like.
No.
That's what Dramis.
That's why I love it.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
It's amazing. Shooting rockets everywhere.
Yeah, I really like Doom.
I just wanna hold on. I just wanna shout out to KeenCon real quick. If you wanna support Barcelona KeenCon 2024, you can type on chat Keen Contribute if you wanna help boost the land pool. Keen Contribute, yeah, man. And the KeenCon is being sponsored by Adrenaline, which are always around as well. Thanks to Sombra and all the Adrenaline team for helping keep Quake alive. And we're back to your beautiful faces.
Amazing.
Speaking of new games, have you guys seen Diabolical Rogue? Have you played
Yeah.
Diabolical Rogue? Opinions?
I've
No.
seen a bunch of it. I've been watching quite a bit of it actually. I have not played it though. It looks like it's pretty fun to play. I just don't know. It's definitely not Quake. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's got some features of it, but it doesn't seem that Quake like
But is that a good thing or a
Diabolical
bad
was.
thing?
I don't know. I guess it depends if you're trying to play Quake or not.
I watched like 10 minutes of it, got bored, moved on.
Damn.
It's just not for me at all. I can see the appeal, but I won't be playing it.
Hey, I guess you guys both are Quakers at heart, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And out of
But I
all
feel like it's
the-
definitely got some good features. That's what I was saying. Like
Yeah.
I'd definitely give it a try. I was tempted to buy it this week.
It's pretty much
Yeah.
like Halo, but faster.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
you should like.
Sold.
Sold.
And speaking like differences with Quake and other games, what is your guys' opinions as to why the FPS genre is basically that? bit of a philosophical question, which should be the last question, so you guys can think about the answer.
What do you
And
mean?
if you guys on chat want to
Why?
ask questions, you can start spamming them now. And after this, they'll take on any question.
Yeah, what did
Can
you
you
ask?
repeat the question?
Why do you guys think the arena FPS genre is dead?
Mm,
Is dead. Oh shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like just because all the fucking younger people like to play like new shit. I feel like Diabolical Rogue would be like a good thing that I feel like kids would like to play,
Yeah.
like younger people. It's just like there's not enough variables in it. There's just not enough going on compared to what other games have right now. I think it's just like aim and shoot, like is what like a lot of AFPS is, and a lot of other games just have a lot more to them. So I'm not too sure.
I think it's just the skill gap. Like you have to put a lot more time into a game like Quake to be good at it than you do a game like Fortnite, for example.
Yeah,
Like you can have fun and win some games in Fortnite after playing for like a couple of hours. Whereas in Quake you're probably gonna get stomped like 20-0 for your
yeah,
first
you're
like
not gonna have fun in the beginning.
200 duels or whatever. You know?
What do you mean in the beginning? I have 20,000 hours in Quake and I still haven't had fun. I'm still waiting for my time.
But yeah, like it just takes a lot longer to be at the point where you can win games in Quake than it does in other games.
Even just
Why
getting
is that
fragged
though?
feels good. I feel like
Why do you guys think that is?
I think the movement for starters.
Yeah, it's a big seller as to why I love Quake is just how fast it is.
Yeah, like the movement in Quake, once you get the movement nailed, everything else sort of just clicks into place.
And that's when the game gets fun to me, in my opinion.
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
when you're good at the movement, the game's
Like
fun.
slash movement, for example, like
Slash
it's
movement,
fun
anarchy,
to
all
just
that.
move around the map. Athena is fun. Clutch has got really fun movement. You can do some fun stuff with Nyx. Like so many of them have like you can just have fun with their movement without the rest of the game. But so many people just can't move.
Yeah, and it's not that fun.
Yeah, exactly. So
Watching
I think
somebody
that's
play
why.
that can't move well, you can tell that they're like, I can't get over to the weapon. Like you can't get to the items. There's
Yeah.
some items you can't even make it to if you don't have good movement, which sucks.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, I think that's probably one of the main reasons. It's just hard to learn.
So if you had to make, say you'd get like a super incredible job offer to make a new arena FPS, and you'd get paid like 10 millions, but you would have to make that new FPS successful. What would you do differently to every other FPS so far? I can tell by your faces, this is the hardest you've ever had to think in your life.
How is that? 100%.
I was thinking like how I could just keep the 10 mil and not play.
Your fucking brain went all the way in. That's so funny, dude.
This is the face of people that can't just speak rail and rush right now. They have to think.
Well, clearly, nobody else has been able to do it.
Yeah.
It's a hard
I think-
question.
First thing you do is you buff rail.
That's a good start.
Yep.
No, I mean, I feel like what they're doing, Diabolical Rogue, is a big thing. Like they're adding a bunch of like champions, basically like Quake Champions did, but they just did it a little further. And I feel like the game, maybe it runs better. It looks like a little easy to run. Like make the game fucking runnable. Make a free to play game. I don't fucking know, dude.
Well,
And
Diabolical
just
Rogue isn't
fix the
free to
game
play,
when people
right?
are actually asking to fix it before it's too late. Like I feel like Quake had a lot of players when it first came out, Quake Champions, because it was free and they like hosted a big $1 million tournament. Like they had the players there and then we lost them all. And I feel like they just weren't fixing things that needed to be fixed. And they were breaking other things and then people just stopped playing.
Yeah.
But it was also hard as fuck to run the game. Like I had to buy a PC just to play.
Yeah, like, I was on 60 FPS
Yeah, same.
for like the first year and a half, 2 years.
I was
of
on
me
60
competing.
FPS until last week when Hennessy fixed my computer. So
Yeah.
some were saying this is a competitive game. Competitive equals competitions. There is a miss of pyramidal skill competitions. There's a miss of all competitions, I suppose. We don't really have a A lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know how to make. Dude, I'm not a game designer. I just play games for fun.
For fun.
Yeah.
And you chose Quake because it's the most fun game.
It's the game I
I just
enjoy
love to
playing the most.
compete. I just love to compete, and I feel like Quake has some die-hard competitors for sure. So it
That
got
it
me
definitely
in.
has.
Got people that like really want to win, no matter how old they are. You know what I mean? Like you just keep going. I feel like everybody just keeps playing really hard.
Exactly.
Same people for like 20 years, except this guy.
Except this guy. How old are you, RMV?
22.
How old are you, Dramis?
30.
30. Jesus.
Oh, you're still only 30. So you're still like
Yeah,
8
just
years
turned
away
30, yeah.
until you reach the peak age of a Quake Pro.
Exactly.
You still have a long way to go.
Just started. We just started.
Pretty much.
I've still got 16 years. Let's go.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
man.
full VOO and just shave my head.
Oh, that reminds me. Who is your favorite player on the scene?
On the scene. Rip.
Doesn't have to be active.
Okay. To watch? You
To
mean?
watch, to hang around with, anything.
To hang around with, then it's Dramis.
Hey.
But to watch, it's Cypher. Like when he's actually trying.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cypher, I miss watching him play. I'd say Toxic probably because I used to watch him as like a fucking kid. So it's like real cool to see him play and talk with him and chill with him.
As a kid. You didn't have to
Yeah, dude,
push
that's
him under like that.
insane. Bro, that's insane to me that dude still hits harder than like a lot of people.
He still
Yeah.
has the most incredible mouse control I've seen.
Yeah,
It's literally
it's
a
fucked
robot.
up to watch. Yeah, he's insane. He's the reason
Yeah.
that like I got into Quake, so it's really cool to play or like watch him play.
Yeah, Cypher's the same in my sense. Like his games were the ones I was watching when
Yeah,
I
I think
decided
I
I
think
wanted to
Toxic
get
was
into
playing
duels.
Cypher like a lot of the time in Quake 4.
Yeah, they
Like when
played
I was
quite a lot.
fucking watching those games. Yeah,
Quake 4 for
definitely
me
really
was like
cool.
super cool to watch. I've
It
never
was so
played
fun
Quake
to
4
watch.
because I started in Quake Live, but every couple of months I go back and watch a couple of Quake 4 finals. And a lot of them is with like Cypher and Toxic, obviously, and Avec.
And Avec was
Oh,
Avec.
man.
Yeah, I used to watch them all the time. Like I
So
said,
cool.
I played that shit like 8 hours a day when I'd come home. Quake 4. That's why I got good at the sliding.
Yeah.
Fucking melted my graphics card. Too much gaming.
I also enjoy Razy's playstyle a lot, actually. I think Cypher and Razy are my two favorite people to watch play Quake. Like when they're both actually enjoying it.
Brazy I like just because he like dumps out a lot of damage a lot of the time. It's just fun to watch that. Because sometimes it's like hard to even know how he can put out as much damage as he does.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see.
So who for you are the top 3 of Quake
What duel
Best
is?
players.
overall? Top 3 players for each of you.
Rafa.
Who are the 3 players you idolize the most,
Oh, that I idolize.
or that you think are the best?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
probably Rafa, Cypher, and then
Ins, right?
I guess would be
Obviously.
Kilson. I mean, as far as like who's the best in like Quake champions are we going
I
for?
know.
Or
I
just
said
all of
overall.
Quake?
Doesn't have to be Quake
All of
champions.
Quake. Yeah, I mean Rafa, Cypher are the
I think
two. I don't really have a
I'd
third.
probably go Rafa, Cypher, Razy.
Alpha Cypher Razy. So you guys are just gonna disrespect Toxic and Fatality like
No,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
And,
Like I feel like
I never watched a Fatality game.
yeah, definitely would have to put Toxic in there. Just that would be the 3 Rafa, Cypher, Tox. But like, there's definitely a couple other ones that should, could definitely be up there. Like Avic's really fucking good. I feel like he doesn't even play the game, and he's still really good.
No, I think I'm gonna stick with Rafa, Cypher, Razy in that order as well.
Razy is a good chat because if
Maybe,
it
like,
wasn't,
Rafa,
because like he's been in
Toxic,
so
Cypher.
many finals. What do you guys think that happened that he
Mhm.
hasn't, gone further than he has? Because for me, when I think about the top 3 players of Quake champions, especially, Razy's always at number 2.
Yeah.
I could never put him below
Yeah,
number
he
2,
can't
but
not be
it's also
there.
really hard to put him on number
He
1.
has to be 2.
He's
It
just
has to be 2.
He can't be number 1. Yeah, like he can't be. You're number 2
he's just
universally.
always seems to mess up the picks and bans.
I feel like it's just literally like a fucking mental block at this point.
No, I
'cause
don't think it is. 'Cause
not even like a purposeful, like he not even like has a thing. I just feel like there's something stopping him because there's just been too many
Nah.
second places.
Yeah, but every single time that he has second place, it goes to the 7th map and then he has the worst champion.
Doesn't
Like,
always, does
but-
it?
Yeah,
Did he
every
play
time.
Didn't he play Kilson and like he ended up losing that one? I thought he was gonna win that one because it
but
wasn't against
he
Rafa.
was-
Yeah,
but
but he
versus
ended up on like
Kilson
Keel versus Sorlag on the last map.
Was it 4-3? Fucking
on
A.
Ruins. Yeah,
Yeah, on
every
Ruins.
time.
Kilson got 1 kill and that's it.
Yeah,
There's
Maybe
no
he
way
just
Keel
gets
can actually catch up to the Sorlag.
It's
Maybe like
always
by
the
the time he
picks.
gets to it, he's just like tired out because he plays through LB, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
usually.
Though. But yeah,
I think
it's picks every
Razy
time.
is the best player on any tournament at any stage until the grand final. Like if he plays anyone on the winner bracket, he will almost always win. If he plays anyone on the loser bracket final, he will always win. But then on the grand
Yeah, and it's
final,
not even close. He just like destroys
Yeah,
them.
he just
That's why it's
destroys
so
them.
funny.
doesn't
And then
matter
he's just, like,
what even is.
completely
He
new
just will
player.
just destroy them.
You know what's
Completely
crazy
different
is
player in grand finals.
what's crazy about the last KeenCon, because he made it to the finals again, didn't he? And he
Yeah.
played versus Rafa.
Yes.
But in the group stage, I nearly beat him.
Yeah, in the group stage, I heard he was trying like to go for the railgun medal, for the the
He's
railgun
trying to
trophy.
steal that shit.
He fired like 2 rails, then didn't
Yeah.
fire anymore.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But he still
So-
couldn't get it because Dramis is the owner of that award since it has been existed.
Yeah. But yeah, so like he went from like nearly losing to me, and I obviously suck, and then he makes it through to the finals. And did he lose? I think it was like 4, wasn't it? But still,
That's
like
the
he
thing,
made it
if
to
you
the
don't
final.
suck, bro, it's your mechanics. I feel like he likes to like bully people with his mechanics, and like if you have good mechanics too, it's just hard for him to do that because he can't play that same way.
Anyway, but yeah.
Top 10 master plans that ended up not working. He just won an A trophy.
Caught him
But yeah.
and lowered his percentage down.
Do you guys think that like we had last year we had KeenCon, we had the Foundry. We haven't really heard from the Foundry yet. There was also rumors of there being another Iron Fist this year, and obviously those lands were rumored to be during the off season of QPL. But now that there isn't any QPL, do you guys think there's any chance for those lands to still get announced, or do you think most sponsors have lost interest?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know
curious.
what's going on with Iron Fist, because the second one's been rumored since like the end of the
Since
first
the beginning
one, right?
of one, yeah, I was gonna say since the first one stopped,
Which was like 3 years ago.
3 or 4. Yeah, it's been a while.
So I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. It's like Quake 6 at this point.
In Half-Life 3, in GTA
Foundry,
6.
maybe, I don't know.
The Foundry I didn't go to last time, but that looked like it was pretty cool. I'm not sure, like you said, if
Well-
the sponsors are gonna be as interested as they were before. With
Was
no
it an
Pro League.
invitational?
It was, yeah.
Also, the Rising Challenge in Budapest was going to be this spring, but they just disappeared.
Yeah,
We did
exactly.
2 KeenCons in the middle of those Iron Fist announcements. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't
hopefully
know.
there's still like another league next year or something. Like hopefully KeenCon does something or somebody steps up. But if not, I'm not too sure what else is gonna come up. Honestly,
A story.
a study, yeah, studies save the week every week.
Exactly, yeah. Like at least they're still putting on Quake
some
every
Quake.
week. It's pretty cool. Like
We're
it'd be
still waiting
nicer
for a
as well if
DBE
everyone
LAN as
signed up.
well.
DBE LAN.
Yeah. Jacob, I know you're out there.
No, he's in chat. He just said, my bet is 2 lands this year, Iron Fist and KeenCon.
Yeah, but
Hopefully,
if they do Iron Fist.
yeah, because supposedly it's gonna be they're inviting the same people from the first one, but
Well,
I don't know.
guess I wouldn't
I
see it
wouldn't-
there then.
it would be like a lot of people would not.
I think
I don't know if
the
it would be
reason
all the
they
same people.
invited people that were pretty much close by and that didn't cost a lot to travel, basically, because the prize pool was not very,
No, it
very
wasn't
high.
big. Actually, no, it was like
It was like
I don't
1K
think
prize
bad.
pool, but then donations brought it to like 3 or 4K, something ridiculous.
You mean the Foundry, right?
Yeah, the Foundry. And KeenCon's prize pool last year also was bumped up a lot to the donations.
You say they invited people that were close by. I live an hour away from where they held it.
Yeah, I mean, they invited good players that lived close by.
Okay. Okay.
I think
like,
you were
"Fuck
going to be
this."
like the 9th player in case someone dropped. But
Yeah,
no,
I think
not.
I was, but no one dropped. Unlucky.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. But with this, I think I've asked everything that I wanted to ask. If chat has any more questions, You have 30 seconds before I tell them to go away.
Before he just presses stop streaming.
Countdown now.
And if you guys have any messages of encouragement or support, or to tell people how to become pros, go for it. Thank you for these
Don't
messages.
switch weapons, use rail.
Pick slash.
Hold
Keep
forward.
embrace. Pick up rail.
Don't practice.
Practice. Nice. Very nice. Make Pepsi number 2 again. Okay, Dramis, I have a question for you. Coke,
Yeah.
Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper?
Pepsi.
Nice. You just like normal Pepsi or like Pepsi Max or Pepsi
Normal,
Zero?
yeah.
It's
The
normal?
I always
classic.
pick Coke. I always.
Oh, I actually have a good question for you, Dramis. What do you think of European food against, US food?
I love European food so much. I
But you
feel
haven't
like
had European food yet, because every time you come here, you literally just go to Burger King 10 times per LAN. You haven't had
Yeah.
food.
In Barcelona, yeah. No, I went and got a couple of things. I tried a few things. It's really good. I love the food, specifically when I went to Romania. That was like the best food I had when they did the
Oh,
catering.
they
That
had
was
really
so
good food there.
Wait, not when you were at Iron Fist? Wasn't the UK food?
Iron Fist, no, I honestly just kept going to Subway. But again, the ingredients I feel like in Europe are just better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I came home,
I mean,
ate
if
the
you-
same exact food I ate in Europe, and I fucking felt like shit. So
Yeah, look, if you managed to... You were in Europe for like a whole week for like the last KeenCon, and you had like... Not the last one, maybe the one before, and you had like 10 Burger Kings, and you didn't die, so...
if I gain some weight, that's the only way I can gain weight. I'm going back.
Romanian food better than Spanish, come on. Okay.
Banned from GG's.
McDonald's 65 times a year and I'm still alive. That is a lie. I have McDonald's 2 times a week, max. The rest of the day, the rest of the times, I have a very, very varied diet, because variety is key to a healthy diet. And yesterday I had McDonald's, but today I had a hot dog. I'm gonna have like pizza for dinner, so you just gotta keep changing. And then a
Shit, the
kebab
steak
tomorrow,
I had.
maybe.
The steak in Barcelona with chain, CNC, and defense. Yeah, that steak was wild. I've never had a steak like that. It looked like it was like raw, but they're like, nah, that's how they cook it here in the rest of the fucking world. Fuck the US. I was like, I'll try it. Fuck it. I was so scared of that steak. It was
There's,
so
there's
good,
definitely
though.
something in the food in the US, in the ingredients, because
There's something
when I
weird,
went there,
yeah.
that like the food was just bad, man.
Dude,
I
don't
just
even
felt
follow
bloated every
KeenCon
time after
TV.
eating.
What am I doing?
Have you ever been to the US, RMV? Because you're a bit of a
No.
chef.
I've never been. I'm not a chef.
Really, that's wild.
I
Good for you.
I
That's probably why you
cook for
fucking
myself
don't feel like
every
shit.
night, but I'm not a chef.
Aren't you? You just told me that you are a chef.
No, I said I work with food.
You work with food. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't make me a chef.
Which one of the 115 greens chemicals talking about? Any of them, I guess.
Fucking trash.
What do you guys think about strong sage? Who asked this? I need to.
Oh shit, yeah, what happened to him?
He went
Playing
to play
Counter-Strike still?
CS. Yeah, he's still playing CS. He's like 600 hours deep now.
Jesus.
It takes
Hope
a long
he's
time
making
to be,
it. I think it's gonna take a long time, like a
Yeah.
lot longer than he thinks.
Like how long do you think it takes someone to be a pro in an actively competitive game? For being a pro, I say to be not a pro, but like competitive with pros. So in Quake, that would be getting 2k elo and be able to get past a couple of
I feel like it'd
stages
at
in a
least be
story.
like a couple of years. I feel like to just be able to get to that point, in my opinion.
I think
Like in Quake, it's not as
5,000 hours,
hard,
right?
but like
5,000
in that-
hours.
Yeah, I think so. 5,000 or 6,000 hours in CS.
like if you grew up playing a game though, I feel like it's not as you don't need to put as many hours in.
Exactly.
Like I feel like for Quake, I just grew up playing it, so when I played this one, it was like already there.
Yeah, me too. Like I grew up playing it, so I don't know why he swapped. Like,
He's still young.
yeah,
I mean, if
I mean, I know why you swapped because Quake was fucking gone, but I just don't
Yeah.
know if switching to a game
like
at
CS.
18 and never really played it. That's kind of crazy. Something like Counter-Strike, that's wild. That's gonna
Especially when
that's
he
gonna
was
be hard.
so good at Quake. Like he was really, really good at Quake.
hmm
Um, Yeah, I don't
But
know.
I mean, you can't live off of this right now, and I think he's trying to like do the whole pro gamer full-time thing.
What do you
Yeah, I
guys
mean-
think is the if you had to say like 2 or 3 things that someone really needs in order to become a pro in any game, what do you think the most important things are?
Time, focus.
You need to have like the right reason, I feel like, and obviously like be able. I feel like the mechanics are a big thing. If you can't even like grasp mechanics, or you're not like talented enough to, I don't know, do mechanics well.
Yeah,
Like
probably.
even with a lot of practice, it's like you're not gonna be the best.
I'll say
in my
like
opinion.
time, focus, and talent.
And time management's big. But yeah, those two, I'd say time management, yeah, and just fucking natural ability, because
Yeah.
that goes a long way and saves you a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so.
I kind of agree. But yeah, this was it. I'm done with questions. Thank you,
Alright.
both of us, both of you guys for being here. Summer says the key to become a pro is to have a wife or girlfriend that supports it, basically.
Yeah, that does too. Actually, that is true.
That will help.
So with that
Very
said, thank you guys for coming. Thanks to
Yeah, thank
KeenCon
you.
for
Thanks for having us.
sponsoring this, and thanks to Adrenaline for sponsoring this as well. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I think it's when I'll do the next Whispers of the Arena thing. If you guys have suggestions for who I should invite for the next Whispers of the Arena edition, let me know in chat, on Twitter, or anything. And if not, see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks.